explain the typical saltwater bass retrieve. This goes for spotted bay bass, calico bass, sand bass, white sea bass, and halibut. Mostly what we catch on this type of retrieve. You got to remember, with most bass, they love to eat stuff on the fall. And these lures fall like no other lures, so you'll get 80% of your bites on the fall when you're fishing for bass. So rule of thumb, let it fall often, okay? I got my bass rig here. It's my favorite bass rig, SR6, 17 pound fluoroleader, and that's the white shad. We're outside the bay, so we're doing a 5/8 jig here. When I'm inside the bay, it's usually the 3-inch quarter or the 4-inch 3/8, or almost mostly what I use. As soon as I get outside the bay, the 5/8 is hard to beat. The 5/8 really works well. Basically what you're gonna do, give it a cast, and you'll notice on all my reels I either have white or bright green braid, because it's all line watching. I'm constantly watching the line. I don't like night fishing because I can't see my line, and it just bugs me. It's all constantly like watching the line. So you let it sink, you see it stop sinking. So what you're gonna do, give it 5 to 10 jerks while you're reeling, and then you're gonna let it fall again. It's all line. So your line's going out, and when you see it hit the bottom, it's gonna drop. The line is gonna drop right there. So you know it hit the bottom. You only want it to hit the bottom for a split second. As soon as it hits the bottom, go again. You just point your rod towards it, and you're gonna fall. And you're just watching the line. And what you're watching for, a lot of times it's just gonna be a tick. You're gonna see the line going, and you're gonna see a tick. That's the fish sucking it in. It's that tick. So usually when I just see the tick, I set the hook right when I see the tick. And I get a lot of hookups that way. Or other times, you'll be letting it sink and it just takes off. So it just matters how the fish are acting that day. Sometimes they'll grab it and take off, or sometimes they'll just suck it in and sit there. Especially with halibut. Halibut, right as it's hitting the bottom, you'll just get a tick, and it will do nothing else. That's just, they swim up to it, suck it in, and they just lay on the bottom. So you gotta watch for that tick. And that's basically it. Usually on an average cast, I do 3 to 5 jigs, and let it fall. Hits the bottom, jig, let it fall. Like I said, it'll be pretty much a 80-20. 80% of your hits on the fall, 20 on the jig. So, hope that helps.